What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex. In this video, I want to talk about the Red Dead Redemption 3 rumors that are going around online and talk about how it's kind of getting out of hand. It's kind of like, and I mean actually the originating spot to it. Now, I've talked about My Time to Shine Hello actually quite a few times, and they had also posted a thing about Hogwarts Legacy 2, which was just as obvious. So I'm sensing a pattern that while this person is normally like the first person on things when it comes to movies and has gotten castings and is getting sequel stuff right many times. This person is very trustworthy. I think they also do things for engagement. I think that's like 1,000% true. And especially the gaming department of this person's info is very obvious to the point that you're kind of just saying things just to say things, especially when people did some digging and kind of found out, well, where is My Time to Shine Hello like getting this info from? Well, it seems to be from an interview over a year ago, I think 2021 actually, an interview from over a year ago talking about the future and certain franchises. We're going to go over that as this video goes on. But what we have is literally just the tagline, Red Dead Redemption 3 is officially in the works. Now, I guess you could read into that and say, okay, well, does that mean early development or pre-production? Does that mean that they're in development? So you can start planning ahead, right? When GTA 6 comes out, say next fall, which it will, after that, well, when does Red Dead 3 come out? Probably 5 or so years after, I think. So you're probably looking, I mean, that's just my opinion, but you're probably looking 2028 at the absolute earliest, if not longer. You'd be looking at the next console generation for Red Dead 3, right? Like that's what would end up happening. Okay, so you can read into it. I mean, it can get fun. You can have some fun with it, but then you start to say, all right, well, did it actually need to get said? Well, not really. And then when you look into it, you look into the interview of, again, a year plus ago, and it's basically all it is talking about connecting things from James Bond to like Rockstar or like Take-Two games in general and saying, well, things like Red Dead Redemption, things like GTA, they're Bond-like things. James Bond never dies, right? Like those movies are timeless and they continue on forever. You can always make more of them. And for these games, they're basically the same thing. You can keep them going forever, basically as long as there's interest in them, right? And that was a part of the interview where they said, like, they need to make money. Like, once they stop making money, obviously it can't happen, but they can just continue on forever. We're never really going to stop doing them. They even included NBA in that list. So like NBA, GTA, and Red Dead Redemption. Okay, that's the interview. And that seemingly is where it got started from, which, by the way, if that interview is actually the originator, that's not saying that Red Dead is like actively being worked on. It's just saying that it will happen. And that's, again, the obvious thing with this maybe account. I don't hate this account like at all, but with Hogwarts Legacy 2, which we just talked about in yesterday's video, with Red Dead, the theme is obviously, like, for Hogwarts, it was already said Hogwarts Legacy is the start of a franchise. So you could maybe do a prequel game or a spin-off, but there'll be a Hogwarts Legacy 2. It actually might be like Red Dead Redemption, where it's a prequel to it, right? So, like, that's going to happen. We knew that back in February because they said that. Like, WB said that. So, announcing that a Hogwarts Legacy 2 is in the works is not necessarily new. There's job postings that indicate a Hogwarts Legacy 2 is happening. And then, same thing here. If this interview is the only thing they're going off of, and if it's the only thing that the entire rumor on the internet that Red Dead Redemption 3 is in development, if it's based off only this interview, which you really don't know, it kind of seems like it is, then it's, again, obvious. Raise your hand at your home. Don't be embarrassed if there's like people around. Just raise your hand really quickly if you thought that there wasn't going to be a Red Dead Redemption 3. Obviously, there's going to be a Red Dead Redemption 3. Now, maybe the bigger question and something that I'd like to do a video on eventually, I probably will, can we ever get things like, I don't know, Bully? Like, can we go back to that one? Or LA Noire? Can we go back to that one? Like, there are more, and I've seen this kind of meme on Twitter as well, like Rockstar, they know they have more than 2 franchises, right? That whole kind of tagline you might have seen online. I echo it very loudly because LA Noire, I think, is phenomenal. I always have wanted something more with that. Bully is a personal favorite as well. Like, come on, Bully 2. And we know how many times they've tried to make a Bully 2 and they failed. So, like, it is annoying. I mean, I'll be honest, okay? Like, I love Red Dead. Red Dead 2 did some amazing things. I'm sure Red Dead 3 will as well. I want that. I want GTA to continue. I want Red Dead. They make billions of dollars. Can you not make another very talented team to make a new Bully game? Or, I just kind of want more variety than the same two games going back and forth. And they take 5, 6, 7 years each. So you get like one of each per decade. And then you never get anything, you never get anything else. They're just gone. So to me, again, like two-part kind of video here. Part one, it's an obvious thing that you're going to get a Red Dead 3. You didn't need me to tell you that. You didn't need the article to tell you that. You didn't need this Twitter user to tell you that. None of us needed to tell you there'd be a Red Dead 3. We all know it's happening. But the second part is casual kind of annoyance where we know there's going to be a Red Dead 3. That's obvious. The bigger surprise would actually be them announcing something else. So can we get that one day? And again, that's something that's always pestered me, and I'll make videos on LA Noire and Bully probably on my third channel at some point in the future. So there you go. Don't overreact because you got like a half decade basically until the next Red Dead comes out. I'm sure not a lot of people are overreacting. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. I think everybody's eyes are still on GTA. I don't even know if people will care about this in like a week or two. The eyes are still not on it. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Make sure as always you're subscribed to the channel. I'm sure I'll be covering Red Dead 3 for the next 5, 6 years as well. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next one.